Hello. So there's been a slight change in plans. If I didn't mention this before, I might have mentioned this before. But originally, what was going to happen was my wife had a friend who was going to be coming into town and staying here until Saturday afternoon. But my wife has been under the weather. So she's no longer staying here with us. Therefore, we stream. And I can do, my usual stuff in here. Right? So, we're back. It's get like one of the guys I edit for, I let him know that my groove was going to be a little off while she was here, my wife's friend. But now the groove can continue. I can work. I can record my next YouTube video, stuff like that. I can do my normal stuff. So, here we are, step 22. Finally. Oh, rock. No, I'm sorry. Return the result of the filter call. So we called the filter. Hold on. Right? Boom. Haha. Yes. Step 23. The next step is to define the main function. What? We haven't defined the main function yet? What is all this? Oh my word, we haven't been... Holy smokes. Ad expense. Print expenses. Total expense. Oh my word. Filter expenses by category. I'm just now realizing what we have actually been doing this whole time. To an extent. Wow. Okay. The next step is to define the main function, which will be the entry point of the interactive expense tracker program. Define a function named main without parameters. Without parameters. And then pass. Oh, fill the function body with the expenses list you created at the beginning of this project. What? You will use this list to store the expense records. So this? What do I do with it? Fill it? Fill the function body with the list. But what's the... How do... Hold on. Sorry. Gotta respond to something real quick. Come on, phone. My phone's being weird. Okay, here we go. Print. And then No crud. No way. No shot. No way that just happened. Really? Come on, man. Come on, man. A while loop is another kind of loop that runs a portion of code until a specified condition is true. While condition code. Below the expenses list, like that. Wait. That's not what we did. It changed our code. That's weird. Create a while loop. Use true for the condition. Hey, Nick. Welcome in. How you doing? You should be off work, right? It's late. Hope work was good today. Below the expense list, create a while loop. Use true for the condition and print the string. I thought, okay, so is the while loop isn't always true until the specified condition or a specified condition is true? Is that just all the time then? When it's like until something's true, we have to like specify if it's false. Oh, you just left. Wow, dude. You work late. I don't know what time zone you're in, but wow. Well, congratulations getting off work. That must feel good. It's always nice to be done doing what you need to do. Below the expenses. Okay, let's try this then. While true. That's the condition, right? While true. Wait. In print the string, print this string. Oh man. Oof. The least used key on my keyboard is the /. That's, I don't know if that's true. I don't think that's true, but expense. Oh. What? Wait. You should have while true. Yeah. Capital? Capital. Man. Got me on the capital T. Started at 11 a.m. Late day because 2 guys called to go golfing. My job doesn't have a set end time. Are you paid by hour? You better be paid by hour. Are you paid by hour? That stinks, man. It's a long day. Okay, that's good. That's good that you're paid by hour. Fun fact, okay? Here's a story. Here's a quick story. I used to have a job where I drove for FedEx. I was a FedEx delivery guy. I was paid per day. And so if my truck had 2 packages, I'd be paid for it never had 2 packages, but I'd be paid for the day. If it was like jammed where I had to deliver everything to the whole town, that was, again, I never had to deliver everything to the whole town, but like there would be times where it was jammed, like full, and that would still be the day rate too. So what I ended up doing, and I wasn't the only one that did this, I think, but like I just wouldn't wear a seatbelt, like, because it's like you're paid per day, and so it's like if you think about, you know, I have a place here, I have a package here, you know, like if I'm taking a package to a house, run into the back of the truck, put in the seatbelt, drive to the next place, do the seatbelt, and go out. It's like it adds like cumulatively so much time. Like it builds up time. And I was just working crazy hours anyway, like 10, 11, 12 more hours I think the longest I worked was, I don't even know, 13, maybe 14. But yeah, ridiculous. And so I just didn't wear my seatbelt. I no longer work for FedEx, but just did not wear my seatbelt while doing that to save time. I actually turned down a job at FedEx last year because of that. Oh, the day rate? Yeah. Yep. I did it. So I'm not there anymore. Obviously, I don't work there anymore. But it was in Indiana. I was living in Indiana at the time. I'm not in Indiana anymore. And it was like through the winter. Like I moved there and started the job in January, early January. And so I was like driving through and it was like a not great winter that year. So yeah, no, that was a rough year. It's been ever since 2020. It's just been like rough year after rough year for me. But anyway, thank you for humoring me on my story. Okay, step 25. The while loop you created in the previous step is an infinite loop. Why? That will allow the program to continuously present menu options until the user decides to exit. Really? While true. So is it basically just kind of like while true is true? Does that mean like... Yeah, for you too, Nick? 2020 on has been a struggle? It's still... Things are, objectively speaking, like, relatively better now, but I'm not out of the woods. It's still hard. It's still hard for me. But I hope things are objectively better for you as well. But this thing. So it's like while true is does that mean it's just always, because it's an infinite loop? Oh, let's try doing this then. Print after the print call, add another one. Another print call to print the string 1 add in expands. Bring that rain. Okay. Next, add another print call and pass the string. Okay. So we're just telling it what to print to list all expenses. Mental health this year for my own sake. Sorry, I didn't mean to do it. Oh, no, not at all, dude. Not at all. I'm live streaming. People can hop in. You can hop in. You can say stuff. It's all good. Yeah, hope things can be on the up and up for you. Focusing on that mental health and stuff, like you mentioned. Okay, so... Whoops, we already did that. So... What do we do? What expense tracker? Okay, so that'll like spit out expense tracker, and then it'll say add an expense, list all expenses, and so forth, and whatever it has us do next. Provide the other menu options by printing the following 3 strings in your while loop. So we got 3 show total expenses. Whoops. 4 filter expenses. What I do? That was weird. Expenses by category. And finally, Finally, the rock has come back to Python. It's the worst joke. Worst joke. Handled that. The input function takes a user input. I know this. And it returns the user input in the form of a string. Now that's fascinating. So even if we say enter a number, right, for the input, and the person, the user, puts in a number, it will still be returned as a string. Like it'll still be recognized as a string as opposed to an integer. Interesting. Inside your while loop, call the input function passing the string enter your choice. Your choice? That's the argument. And assign the result to the variable named choice. So this is in the while loop. Okay, so this is going to be down here. Input. Enter your choice. And then assign it the result. Choice equals input. What? Oh, they want us to do it all in one. I mean, my CRUD would have worked as well. You know what I mean? Not even mad. Not even mad. Step 29. You are going to use conditional statements to check the user's choice. If the choice is 1, it means the user wants to add an expense. This is fascinating. Still in the while loop, under the choice variable, write an if statement to check if choice equals the string 1. If it's true, it will be the starting point for adding a new expense. Inside the if statement body, declare variable amount and assign it an empty input call. All right, we're going to take it slow. I need some water. We're in it now. We're in it now. Feels like a Friday to me. It feels like a Friday. I'm going to turn my heater off. Okay. Let's do this. Right? Still in your while loop. Do they scoot this down? Do they want us to put it here? We'll put it here. I'm sorry, I spit. When I get water sometimes, it clings to my mustache, and when I say stuff, it like flings it off, so I apologize. Under the choice variable. Write an if statement. If choice equals string, no, it'd be type string, oh boy. Okay, that feels kind of right to me though. If I get this, bro, if I get this, inside the if statement body, hold up. Whoops, we need one of these. There we go. Inside the if statement body, declare variable amount and assign it an empty input call. Here we go. Wait. If choice equals. Oh, that's it? Oh. Oh. I didn't need to mess with the whole type string thing. I was thinking too hard about it. Because the quotations make it a string. It implies it's a string. Watch this. Boom. See? We were on the right path. We were on the right path. Inside the if statement, you should ask the user to enter the amount for the expense. Store it in the variable. Pass the string. I'm just going to copy this to your empty input call so you can store the expense. So you should ask the user to enter the amount for the expense. Oh, and store it in the variable, which would be the amount. Enter amount in amount. Boom. Look at this. Huh? Well, look at how we're doing. Step 31. The amount of the expense needs to be converted into an integer before performing any calculation. The float, okay. Floats are fine. Float is an integer with decibels. With a little a point, a period. The float function takes a string or an integer number as an argument and returns a floating point number. Pass input so right? Huh? Cool. So basically, it just takes that, whatever the user puts in here, takes the string, makes it a float. Makes it a float. Step 32. Inside your if statement, create a variable category. Category. To store the expense category. Assign it input. Oh. Enter category. Okay, that kind of tracks. And we're cooking. Oh, this is scary. We might do a couple more. As soon as I'm like, we're cooking, we'll do a couple more. But yeah, we'll probably do a couple more. Been going on for a little bit. Sorry for that weird about face. But yeah, a couple more. Step 33. After getting the expense details, you need to call the add expense function to add the new expense to the expenses list. After getting the amount and category using input, call the add expense function, passing 3 arguments: expenses, amount, and category. Expenses is the empty list created in the main function earlier in this project. Right here. It's the empty one. Amount is the amount of the expense that the person puts in, the user puts in, and the category is the category of the expense. That's the part that's still kind of confusing because we haven't made any categories, I don't think. Anyway, they should be pretty easy, right? Add expense. And then we got expenses, amount, category. Hey, man. It's been a good night for programming. To list all expenses, you can use an elif statement after an if statement. The elif checks additional conditions and only works following an if statement. The elif checks additional conditions and only works following an if. Checks additional conditions. So elif. Check if the user's choice equals the 2. Okay, so we can use multiple elifs inside an if. So this is going to be the first elif. Elif choice equals 2. See, I know what we're up to now. Inside the elif statement, print this string. Print. Good heavens. All expenses. Oh, because, wait. Oh, yeah, because 2 is list all expenses, and this just shows all the expenses. What? What? Print. Oh, I'm sorry. You got me on the technicality. The space. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. Sorry for earlier when I was like, whatever I said, like, it's been a, we're cooking now. Bye. No, I didn't say bye, but sorry. After the print call the print expenses. Yeah, that's right. To display all the expenses that have been added so far. Whoops, spelled that wrong. And then do expenses as an argument. Because up here, print expenses. For expenses and expenses. Yeah. Boom. Man, look at this. We're doing all right. All right. But that's going to do it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Nick, for watching, hanging out. Have a good rest of your evening. Not working. If you guys have a prayer request, please feel free to post in the comments below. I'd love to know how I can be praying for you guys. But that is going to do it for me. I should be back tomorrow. I don't see why not. Then we'll be off for the weekend. And we'll be back next week. Love God. Love people. Now we'll see you guys soon.